NFC South, my guy Ryan Harris doing the same thing this morning. And Ryan, the Bucs now 3-5 on the season. They lost their 5th time in 6 games following a 2-0 start, by the way, to begin the year. Break down what you've seen this year from TB12 and this group.
Well, starting with TB12, he continued the trend of missing short on deep passes. That's very worrisome. That has to do with arm strength. You could also tell his timing was off. He had a wide open Kyle Rudolph and just let him just a little too much there in the first half. He is really struggling. I mean, everybody else, everybody not named Mike Evans has to work better. I mean, especially penalties late in this game. That was the difference. I mean, these guys are so bad that Tom Brady couldn't even throw his helmet down with force. He's getting hit when he has an opportunity or sacked, and then he's also missing throws, and players at times don't know where to be. This is as bad as it's been for a team that Tom Brady has been on in his career.
Things go from bad to worse for Tom Brady. As you mentioned there, you see the record, worst 8-game start in his career. 23 years in the league, has never seen anything like this in New England, and now he sees it in year 3 with the Buccaneers. But to add a little salt to the wound here, Shaq Barrett likely having a torn Achilles there. How does that kind of hurt that defense and chances, as we mentioned here, trying to get back on pace in Tampa Bay?
Well, it's devastating for a defense that's already reeling, unable to stop Lamar Jackson at key points last night, going over 250 yards of passing for Lamar. And then I was Shaq Barrett's teammate, the world champion Shaq Barrett. He is a dynamic pass rusher, somebody who's only gotten better with time in the NFL, very knowledgeable, great with his hands. This is a devastating loss, and it puts a lot of pressure on the rest of that defense for the Buccaneers. So this spells more problems for the Buccaneers, who have already been struggling defensively, especially the last 2 games.
On the flip side, the Ravens, they lost a few people as well. Mark Andrews, of course, Lamar's favorite target, Rashad Bateman, and Gus Edwards mid-game, but they were still able to get it done. What does it say about them without those key pieces getting it done?
Well, it says we better learn the name of Isaiah Likely. Come on, man. A huge touchdown by a dart of a throw by Lamar Jackson, then ices the W with getting the onside kick just with his hands. I mean, that's what's great if you're a Ravens player today, is that you had key injuries offensively and were still able to dominate. How about Kyle Hamilton, too, the safety, reaching over and batting a ball down? I mean, these Ravens, this is the best Ravens team that Harbaugh has had since he won a Super Bowl. They are playing detail-oriented football. They did not give up on themselves. And a hats off to Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator for the Ravens. That offense was completely different in the second half. Lamar Jackson designed runs, calculated passing game. I mean, this was a fantastic total game effort by the entire team.
Isaiah Likely to be a fan favorite there in Baltimore. You see what I did there? You like that?
I like it. See? We're just new with it. I like it. So clean with the delivery, too.
I'm trying. I do this only for you. QB1 Lamar Jackson, you just talked about it, what he did. You can mark this maybe as a signature win. What did you really see from him getting it done? As I mentioned, the injuries there, changing the offense in the second half. How good was he?
Well, I love how he was able to do different things in the game. They clearly wanted to sharpen his passing abilities early, and then they went to their bread and butter runs. He just does not get phased either, and he has such a knack on the quarterback read for going north and south. No other quarterback in the NFL goes towards the middle of the line of scrimmage like that. And again, that touchdown to Isaiah Likely, I mean, the view from where he threw it, the belief you have to have on that football to make that throw, that's incredible. And how about this, Brent? How about being able to bring a sign to work as you're walking out saying, "Pay that man"? I mean, come on. He's living the best of the best right now in the NFL when it comes to performance and opportunity meeting each other on the field.
Not bad for a running back, as they used to say not too long ago for Lamar Jackson there in the Ravens. Ryan Harris, appreciate your time. We'll see you in a little bit. Want to take a look at the upcoming schedules for both the Bucs and the Ravens. And luckily for the Bucs, their bye week is week 11, but can't get here any sooner. The Ravens, of course, traveling to New Orleans, and they have that bye in week 10. And then you'll see Carolina week 11, then Jacksonville, then Denver, and then the Bucs coming back in week 12 at Cleveland, New Orleans. By the way, week 10 against Seattle, Geno Smith has been balling. That game is in Munich, so interesting to see. Going overseas for TB12, maybe something by that time they can go 5-5 before week 11.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.